Boom. What's good, y'all? What we doing? What we doing? I even came on a little early for y'all today. Not even 9:15 yet, 9:12 today. Purple beater. Purple beater Miles in the middle. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I'm fucking hype. Ripped off the Celsius, every morning. Peep the gains, though. Peep the, hold on. This is with no pump, too. Hold on. Maybe peep the gains a little bit. Hold on. I've been getting right in the gym. Been eating my fucking yogurt and shit. Peep that, though. Fucking Chobani. Shout out to Chobani. Alright. Lock the fucking chart time. We got like 15 minutes to market open, so let's find this bias real quick. First let me see, peep the news. Okay, we had some news already. Orange, yellow folder. We got some more yellow folder coming out at 10:30. That's it though. Trump speaks at 9, so I don't really have to worry about that too much. Market might be moving though, just because it's Trump, You know how it be. This is weird. So we held this daily gap. Looks like it. I mean, high 851, body close 872, 851. $871.25, 870 or 851. Yeah, okay, so we're straight. Oh no, wait, I'm tripping. It would be the open. 851.25, 851. Okay, yeah, so we held it by 0.25. Perfect. Yeah, so ES holds this daily gap. Nasdaq doesn't hold this daily gap, inverses it, but respects this daily gap down here with a big ass doji. Which yesterday ES was just a red candle. So cool. 4 hour. Oh, Nasdaq's looking pretty damn bullish. Yes. SMT. Okay, big time frame SMT off the Ripski. Boom. Well, technically it's like to here. Right. Because, yeah, this was yesterday, 10 a.m., that we made this doji, which is like a smaller time frame SMT. But we're still holding that SMT in place right now as we speak. Even though right now on the 4 hour, Nasdaq inverted this gap down here. We inverted this gap up here. And looks like we're heading for this high up here inside of this big 4 hour gap. Yes, we technically, no, we inversed this 4 hour gap here. We just respected this one up here, and we're still below this high. So ES just looks more bearish than Nasdaq. Let's go on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, what are we respecting? We have an SMT from this high up to here, this high down here, cool. Because both indexes inverted this one down here and then came back down. We made an S&T at these lows yesterday. Maybe eventually I'll get into swing trading and stuff, just because I remember yesterday I knew this 4 hour gap was going to come get tapped for sure. For sure. After that S&T at the low, that shit was huge, bro. Look at this shit. This is fat. Anyways, back to today. let me not get too sidetracked. We had all this bullshit yesterday, pretty much. And then it looks like in the overnight, we just kind of came up, came back down. Right now, we are inside of a 1 hour hourly gap. Same thing on ES. First candle, we already came down all the way past it. It wicked all the way back up. But we are pushing down into it now again, so we'll see what happens. There is also an hourly unfilled here that I'm going to mark out. Gap. ES has the same one down here. 1 hour gap. Except it's not unfilled on ES. We did barely already touch into this. Or not 4. 1 hour. Cool. There's no major liquidity on the 4 hour. Let me see. Or a major like gap. Oh, this 1 hour stacked with a 4 hour on ES. And on NASDAQ too. Okay, so perfect. That's super straight. 4 hour plus 4 hour. 1 hour plus 4 hour. It's not in the same place, but there is one here. So I'm just gonna write it out just so that I don't forget, you know. You know how it goes. Okay, cool, perfect. Alright. 1 hour on the 1 hour, cool. So we could respect this gap and push higher. We could also respect this gap on NASDAQ, respect this S&T on ES, and start to push down. Especially if we close bearish on this 1 hour. Let's see, 30 minute, any strong liquidity. We inversed this gap by a little bit, but still reacted up off of it. Created a huge wick on the 30 minute. Still a pretty big wick on the 1 hour, but just looks even more exaggerated on the 30 minute. ES held this gap. So ES held this 30 minute gap while NASDAQ didn't quite. But besides that, there's not really much else. This gap is also a 30 minute gap too, even though it did already get tapped into by these preceding wicks or candles. But there's also another 30 minute below this gap too. Perfect. 15 minute. Just gonna make sure these are adjusted. Are these equal highs? Let me just make sure. High 882.5, 882.75. So technically this one did barely sweep it out. I'm going up regardless. Alright. Let me just do my session liquidity real quick. My hand. Alright. Boom. So the S&T is at London highs. SMT got created at London highs. We also have London lows down here next to this gap. And also Asia lows down here. Bow. Cool. London highs, London lows, London highs, London lows. Cool. Perfect. Cool beans. Little SMT here, but that shit don't matter because we already took out all this fucking top side. I mean, right now we're already reacting off of a 15-minute gap. You already SMT'd the highs. I mean, honestly, I'm definitely bearish to that gap for sure. Like right now, I like this gap. I like how this gap is looking. I feel like we'll most likely retrace to there. Unless that data wick holds strong, because that's what this is, right? 8:30, 8:15, yeah. Because we had this, yeah, 8:15 news. So this FOMC, that's pretty much what this low is here. Data lows. I guess we'll just mark that out with a white joint. White. 7 minutes to market open. Actually, I'm not even gonna mark this out crazy. I'm just gonna leave it. But right now on both indexes, we're currently respecting this bearish 15-minute after creating an SMT at the high. That's pretty much what I'm seeing. Even though right now we are in this hourly, so we do need to be a little bit careful. However, you know, we'll see. We have an unfilled 4-hour down here with London session lows, as well as on NASDAQ, these data lows are a lot closer than ES, but with the data lows down there as well. Anything else for me to see? Not really necessarily. 15-minute gap getting respected. We also, this is actually also an order block, so we tapped into this order block as well. See if we can go maybe on 30 minutes. Makes it a little easier to see. Yeah, I mean, right here, came back up into this order minute, or maybe 15-minute would be better, but 15-minute order block up here, boom. Popped into that with a 15-minute gap. We're reacting down right now. Huge wicks. I might never move like I'm innocent. I feel like the man is still. Alright, alright. That Rec over Jet been getting me right. Okay, yeah, because we made a wick down. Then we started reacting up slowly. Wick up into this 15-minute. And now we shot down bearish. And then we roll back up. I don't know. Oh shit. Oh, I didn't mean to go to 1 minute over here. Is there any low time from SMTs right here? I mean, on the 5-minute, technically we did SMT these right here. These low lows, because this one made a lower low while this one made a higher. Or a lower high while this one made a higher high. Cool. Then we reacted down. Now we're reacting back up into this 5-minute. Yo. Am I going to get a good setup early? That's what it looks like, but who knows? Gotta let the market do what it wants. But right now, especially with this high time frame bearish SMT, I'm really looking for this 4-hour because it's unfilled. But I need to, just because we're in an hourly gap right now, so we haven't really respected nor disrespected that. And we already tried to go lower. Tried to go lower, push back up with a huge wick, tried to go higher, now we're pushing down. Coming back into this 5-minute. What exactly do I need to see for me to want to get in short? probably. I'm not even sure. Maybe just like an entry for us to take out some of this liquidity up here for sure. Oh wow, market's starting to move and we're not even open yet. Still 2 minutes left, guys. Why are we pushing so far down? Oh, we're about to create an SMT out the lows. Oh shit. Or maybe we're just gonna go take out London lows, tap this hourly on the lower time frame. Once we touch that, I'd probably want to be looking bullish. No cap. Let me see. I mean, we could go lower. Could always go lower. I think it just depends on when we're down here. It depends on the time everything happens right now, honestly. But right now, even before market opens, it looks like we're starting to dump. Starting to dump towards these lows. Oh, we made an SMT. We made an SMT here into this 5-minute gap. See my fib, what's going on? Came back to OTE. Yeah, because we pushed above this high here. On ES, we stayed below it. But I don't know. I don't like trading off the open, like, or trading at the open or right before the open. I need to see, I don't know, see some good shit. You know, looks like there's probably gonna be no entry to that. I do usually like setups like this, but I need to practice more trading off the open. I never do it, but for example, seeing the SMT here and then like the flood down on this 1 minute candle. Doing like this. And just catching like a 1-to-1. Like not like targeting all the way down here, but simply just catching like a 1-to-1. Or something. I don't know. We took out these lows. Didn't touch this 4-hour gap though. Or any of this session liquidity. We didn't SMT the lows either, since technically NASDAQ took them out. Right? And now we're reacting upwards. Oh no, we didn't take these out? I'm confused. Oh yeah, we didn't. Okay, so SMT. SMT at the lows here. We're coming. SMT at the lows. We retap this 5-minute. What is ES doing? High 871.25. Is this 871.25? It is equal highs here on ES. Over here. I mean, technically we've created an SMT at the highs here. Mm, 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 mm. Minute, 5 minute. Let me put on this one, by the way, 5 minute. Okay, so there's no more SMT here, but there is a low time frame SMT right here now. Wow. Yeah, 15-minute respect, 5-minute respect, and 1-minute respect. I mean, London lows at 388. Looks like we like made equal lows with it right now. Imagine we just react up for a little bit. That would be crazy. Nah, we took it out. Cool. All right, well, we're just rotating down. Yeah, this trade was obvious. I mean, this is just not how I normally trade, so I didn't want to just take something random. But like 15-minute respect, 5-minute respect, 1-minute respect, 4-hour unfilled, plus 1 hour, plus 15-minute, plus all that other shit. So I mean, I'm not gonna waste time worrying about that right now. It's not how I trade. Okay, so they both took out London lows. ES comes down to this lower 1 hour gap. Is there another 4 hour or anything down there? Nope. Or that wasn't a 1 hour, that was 15-minute. Sorry. My apologies. We're in this 1 hour, we're reacting up out of it, looks like right now. There's a lower 30-minute, that's what it was. Yeah, okay, so we lowered into a slightly lower 30-minute, which is completely fine. Just wait. Chill the fuck out. Previous day lows all the way down here. We already took out previous day high. And this is kind of low resistance. SMT at the high. Decisions, market. Are you going to go higher or lower here? It really just depends how we close these macro candles coming up. Because Asia lows is still below us, and these other lows down here are, I would say, relatively low resistance. With the amount we're dumping right now, Mike can't help but be bearish. Bing, bing. Yeah. At this point, we're just waiting and watching. I want to see if we're going to take out these London or Asian lows and make an SMT early, or if we're going to manipulate up. Because if we can manipulate up from here, that would be great to try to catch a short down, back down here. 9:44, so this 15 minutes about to close here. Because I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility for us to respect this 1 hour gap and then want to go higher from here. Honestly, I mean, we might just edge these lows and leave them down here. But I probably want to more likely just see us go down just because we do have draws down here. Any with the rum. All right. Asian lows took. Those other lows I just marked took. Damn, we're just going straight down. No trade today or what? Jesus Christ, bro. Fuck, dude. Nasdaq, you are just shitting on yourself right now. Like boo-booing everywhere, bro. You gonna come all the way down here too? Like, fuck it. This is where that previous SMT was too. So for ES, this is previous day low, right? Yeah. Or let me make sure. Yeah, previous day low right here, daily. Yeah. So on ES, this is previous day low, but on Nasdaq, this ain't previous day low. Previous day low is all the way down here because it's SMT. Get rid of that one. Ladies. Alright, cool. Cool though. We might put in a 15-minute unfilled up here. That might be fire. That might be hard. We might catch a little long ski. See what's going on. ES also left these equal highs up here. Not that it matters too much, because ES having equal highs isn't, or equal lows isn't really something new, because ES usually does it pretty often. However, still a very strong draw on liquidity. Oh shit, oh shit. So SMT at the lows, we're reacting up right now. I'll put this in here. To get all these levels. So we took out liquidity to the bottom. We still have to wait for this hourly. We have 10 minutes left for the hourly to close. So we'll see if we come all the way back up here. But probably not, very unlikely. I'm not going to lie. Unlikely. But who knows? We could just start pushing out of nowhere. One minute SMT off of these candles. Weird. Actually, not an SMT. I'm tripping. I'm being dumb. So ES is back in the range with the gap. That actually isn't as far as I thought it was. Especially with a few bullish candles, we can make it back here in 10 minutes. Uptown cooling with my niggas on some dumb shit. Had to get it jumping like Jordan in the trap. Would I want to trade this lower on NASDAQ? so we're coming back down. So we're gonna inverse this shit out there. It's just the fact that we have a huge SMT at these lows does make me a little bit wary. Because we have high time from SMT at the highs. We dump. Now we're starting to reject this level. But we'll see how we close. Did just inverse this daily gap and touch back into it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I might end up looking for a long to this 15-minute gap right here, this unfilled. This hourly is going to close down here. We'll see if ES closes up here or not. 4 hours about to close too down here. All of these gaps are about to get wiped out in the next 3 minutes if we don't react up, which looks like we might be. I want to see what we do here, because if we're going to build more low resistance and then after 10 a.m. opens we're going to come up in this 15-minute gap, that might be sick to manipulate down and look for a short. But if we're just going to stay here and we're going to manipulate down right now, or off the 10 a.m. open we manipulate down, I'd probably want to look for a long. So I'm probably looking for something like this. Or like this. Okay, hold on. Let me see. What high is this? That one right there. Okay, here we go. I mean, are we going to respect this gap? You have one more candle to prove yourself, NASDAQ. ES is way above. But it looks like Widow Nasdaq won't make it. Widow Nasdaq won't make it up though. 40 seconds. Alright. So we just pushed this 15-minute gap a little bit higher. Honestly, I'm hoping that like it would be straight if 10 a.m. opens up here and then like build some liquidity like this, and then we manipulate and we just tap right up into the 15-minute like that. That would be super straight. Oh shit, what the fuck did I just do? Okay. I need to find a better thing for it, but this, for now, gray is gonna be my 10 a.m. open color. Perfect. Okay, so we're going down. So really what I'm looking for here, since 10 a.m. just opened up, I'm looking for us to come down, manipulate these lows somehow, create some liquidity, and then inversion to the top to get to this 15-minute gap right here. Just because it's definitely, I mean, it's possible, and like we just inverse this 1 hour for us to go lower. I think we will go lower, but I feel, well, I don't know. There's always manipulation at 10 a.m. open, so I'm just gonna see what we do here. Just because I feel like us coming to this 15-minute gap before coming lower after this is not unheard of. Like it's not crazy at all to say that, especially with this SMT at this low that we just created. It's kind of hard to say, yeah, I'm just gonna short to the low. I just realized I wasn't even watching for an SMT at these highs to look for shorts. There was one though. SMT at the highs. We weren't in a gap of any kind though. We did just inverse this, but that was just right now after we were already starting to head down. There's no way. Bro, did Top Step just go down again for the second day in a row? Are you fucking serious? 2 days back to back is insane. We SMT'd at these highs. Shut the fuck up. Is it back? Okay, it looks like Top Step might be back. Maybe. Okay, hold on. What's going on here? 10 a.m. opens. We're building higher. We're creating an SMT at this high right now, actively. ES is trading into this 15-minute gap. NASDAQ isn't quite in this 15-minute gap yet, but we are creating an SMT. Okay. Okay, let's see. So we have an SMT at the high here for NASDAQ. Let's see if we manipulate these lows or if we're just looking for lower price. Because there's no entry for me up here, even though there is an SMT here. ES did poke into this 15-minute gap. No manipulation of the lows. We are creating an SMT right now off these lows right here. What time is it? 8:09, so 15 minutes opening. 30 minute is still open. 1 hour is obviously still open. I check X for a second, or like Twitter, to see if people were talking about Top Step being down. I seen a few messages just saying he was shitty, blah blah blah. This is ass. Top Step is ass again, but then it came back up for me. So, I guess we'll see. Let's see if I try to load it over here. Will it load? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Perfect. It loaded. It just closed me out of my other tab. All right. Perfect. And I just signed back in. Okay. Cool. So we should be straight. We should be okay, hopefully. Let's hope we don't place a trade and then get fucked by whoever made Top Step. I forgot his name. It starts with an M, but whatever his name is. See if we get fucked by him. I kind of need a piss. SMT at the lows here. We're kind of just chopping right now. We're just generating liquidity. We're not doing shit right now. But this is pretty good for us, honestly. This is kind of like what I want to see to get to this 15, to distribute to this 15-minute gap, is see us kind of chop lower slowly. And if this can line up with this next 15-minute candle that's going to open up, like, because, yeah, let me go to the side, because right now, draw this, 10 a.m. opened right here. We came down, came up, came down. We're kind of at the same level. If we can kind of chop around here, if the second 15-minute opens up right here, 10:15, we generate a little bit more liquidity. We make that low, and now we're going to be distributing higher for both of them for the PO3. For that open low, then this one open low high, close. Boom. So we're manipulating down. Took out this SMT. One more SMT. I still don't have the 30-second on my trading view. So I do have 30-second up over here on Top Step. But the only way I would take a 30-second is if I get a 30-second change in the state on the 1 minute, or maybe a breaker structure on the 1 minute, and then we still get can still get a good 1-to-1. But there's no 30-second, so right now there's no gaps. I'm not gonna lie, this is looking really good for a long. because this chop here is just kind of exactly what you want to see. Like, because if the market was going to go lower here, it would just go lower. But we're actually trying to go lower and we're slowing down. And we even came up here, made an SMT, and even on SMP, like if we were going to go down, we would be going down right now. Because SMP or ES literally came up, tapped into a 15-minute gap. Oh shit, wrong chart. ES came up, tapped into a 15-minute gap, made an SMT, and then tried to go lower. And we didn't distribute. We just kind of are generating liquidity. But are we just gonna go up now? Give me something. Give me something. Give me something. Give us like a last manipulation lower. Because 10-15 just opened up here. So here on NASDAQ, 15-minute just closed. Also rejecting this level. You really just need to go down one more time and give me an entry. Just for the sake of it. I'll mark that out too because we have 10 a.m. open. So the 30-minute right now is making its open low. 15-minute open low. S&P has a 1 minute. NASDAQ does not right now. Oh, and are we gonna SMT these lows? Holy shit, this is looking sexy. if S&P comes in SMTs these lows, holy shit. Oh, never mind. Okay, so there is a 30-second inversion here. What does the RR look like if we get an up here? $1.19 if we put it there, but our stop should really be here, I feel like. Let's wait. We did get a 30-second inversion. SMT this. We put in a 2-minute gap. Oh no, we didn't yet. We still have 1 more minute before we do that. But ES took out these lows. So let's see if we SMT them or not. 3-minute. Still forming. 2 minute. If we can close around here on the 1 minute, close bearish here, we will have a 2 minute up here. Let's see. Gonna keep this gap open. Cool. Kept this gap open. SMT's put in 2 minutes here. This is what I'm looking for if we can inverse this gap up here. Looks like we don't inverse off the first candle. Oh. See if we get in closer up to up here. Oh fuck, no, we're pushing. Oh. Oh. Yeah, there's no way. Oh my god, this setup was fucking beautiful too. Yeah, there was literally nothing here. Not even like a 30-second down there. Shit, bro. Like, I probably should have just entered there. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I could have entered there still and got the 1-to-1. Fuck, bro. Why did I just gave up on it as soon as it started going, bro. Nah. This is a weird trade. I wouldn't take this. Ugh. How fucking unfortunate is that everything here was looking fucking amazing. This shit was looking crazy. Oh. Oh my god. Break even. Would have been break even. Holy shit. Okay. I mean, SMT at the highs. Fuck, I gotta pee, bro. Oh, I'm holding it. We did SMT these lows. Does an SMT at the highs take me out of a long if we're manipulating down again? Wow. Shit, bro. What? Does this invalidate our long at all? I mean, creates less low resistance going up to the draw, but the draw is still there. There's only 3 minutes left on this 15-minute, and 3 minutes left on the 30-minute. Yeah, the draw is lower. For sure, draw is lower. Yeah, because we just SMT'd these highs on ES. We inversed this 1 hour. Oh, no, we respected this 1 hour on ES. On NASDAQ, we inversed the 1 hour. I was going to say we inversed the 1 hour and came back into it. But on ES, that's not what we look like, huh? Yeah, we respected it, and now we're about to invert it. Looks like this 30-minute candle is going to close bearish down here. No, I'm going to go pee. We're too close to all this open liquidity to take a trade this second. Let me watch the chart on my phone. Fuck, my hands are like fucking soaking wet. Are we gonna inverse this? Okay, I don't think this. I think a long might still be good here. Just give us good RR. No, it doesn't. chance to get in. Should have probably just got in, but I didn't. Okay, think about this. 15 minutes. It's closing right now, right? 1 minute. We have 4 seconds. Okay, let me take this off the screen. Fuck. I should have entered there. I feel like we're going to take this 15 minute out. Because now this is like our low resistance. But we just SMT'd these highs, bro. After SMTing them again. Get this off my screen. SMT the lows. We took out our low resistance. Okay, SMT at the high. We're rejecting out this low unfilled 15 minute above us. We're really just going sideways. Wow. Let's just see what we do here. Let's just see what we do. Because if we tapped in this 15 minute, I would be bearish. I would be bearish and I would want us to take out all this like low resistance down here. If we had tapped in this 15 minute gap, but there's no high time frame like fair value gap for us to come down on. I mean, there's an inverse 15 minute, but it's like, so besides that, it literally looks like we're rejecting off these lows. Because we create an SMT from these lows to these lows, then another SMT from this low. So right now, we're really just chopping with the SMTs in both directions. But this hourly PO3 is, we open 10 a.m. here. We create another SMT off the low here. For now. Equal lows right now. See if ES takes them out. This is technically a 1 minute gap. High is 288.25. This is high gotta be higher than that. Low is 280.75. Yep. Okay. Okay, so I guess we're distributing lower. Is this a good entry here? I don't know if we're creating an SMT up there. Only way to be above 1-to-1 would be to do this, or you could close out 1-to-1 right here. So 1-to-1 would have hit if we took a short here. Damn, maybe I should have been in this for the short. I mean, I don't know, bro. This is hard, bro. This is hard because now we're even though we took out those lows. Are we creating SMT? No, we're not creating SMT. We're not right now. But we might in 2 seconds, bro. What? Oh shit. Oh no, we're just heading lower. Fuck, bro. Alright. Yeah, that's me. But SMT at the lows here, SMT at the lows here, SMT at the lows here. Like, I thought we would distribute it straight from here if we was gonna go down. Not a bad idea. Wow. It's probably not going to be a trade to catch after that, to be honest. Okay, so we took this out. We took this out. Still an SMT though. Nothing new. Have to come here. Boom. Boom. Guess we'll look. I mean, I wouldn't really hate a long back to a low time frame gap here. But I'm not going to force it. Yeah, this was just chop, chop, chop. SMT at the lows, SMT at the highs. If NASDAQ had poked into this 15-minute gap, I think I would have probably been in a short. But the fact that NASDAQ didn't go in the 15-minute gap and ES did, I guess I could have counted it as both. Like, when one does it, both do it. But, I don't know. But we're putting an SMT at this low and running the stops right now. Not saying that we have to use gaps, but I mean on Nasdaq we haven't touched a single gap yet. Only like below 5 minute. This 3 minute gap, and this shit got like inverse and fucked around in. Like there's no 5 minute gap up here that got touched. There's no 15 minute gap that got touched on Nasdaq. On ES, again, there was that. It did come up into this 15 minute. But I'm not longing this first inverse. Hell no. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Alright. Imagine we just inverse this and we're like, fuck yeah, Vato. I'm gonna go all the way up here, man. 5 minute. We have this gap. We have this 5 minute gap. Right now, we might put in another one here. 15 minute. The first, same 15 minutes up there. It's the only one. Boom. Boom. Okay. We respect the 1 minute on both charts. Still have this SMT in place for now. We're about to make another one, bro. Damn, we're going for previous day low. Shit, it was just short bias today. I'm looking for shorts. I'm looking for shorts. I'm looking for shorts. That's what this shit was. SMT at this high. Did this high break into this? Let me mark out this 15 minute on ES, so I can see when exactly we tapped into it. No, we tapped in it here, and then we made an SMT where this one made a higher high. Inversed on the 1 minute here. That's crazy. There's kind of two inversion entries here. Oh wow, yeah, we're just going straight down. I mean, I don't think there's a long here. Most likely not. Most likely not. It's unfortunate though. Oh, we just had to retrace to this 4 hour down here. That's all, you know, that's all it was, bro. We're in a 4 hour gap down here. Okay, maybe I will take a long. There's a 4 hour gap and a 1 hour gap down here. Wow, we're just going. Just wow. Wow. If you're in shorts without a TP, you're fucking, you just made generational wealth. Fucking greed mindset. Oh my goodness. Previous day. Are we actually going to previous day low on Nasdaq? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, bro, we're just fucking going, bro. Jesus Christ, bro. 1.5% almost just today. It's wild as shit. Wild as fuck. Wow, yeah. No S&P. Yes, took out previous day low. Wow. That's crazy. No, that's insane. Just straight down. Wow. Damn, bro. This shit's hard to read, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, all this chop with the. I'm trying to see if there was like something that would have pushed me in either direction, but I think the only like real like bias thing I could have thought was just like, oh, when ES taps into this 15-minute gap, then you can respect that for NASDAQ as well. That's kind of the only. That's really the main like caveat or the thing that could have changed my bias. But even with that, bro, like, shit. Because we had one 15-minute boom. Then we make an SMT off that high as well. So I think after tapping into the gap on ES, we make a high. We make a higher high while ES makes a lower high with it, meaning that we're now putting in a confluence to push away from this manipulated high. So after seeing that, there's not any other ones, just a 1 minute. I would be in here for sure. There's no way I would wait. Like, after seeing all that, is there a reason to wait? Not really. But then we come, this is SMT. Then we come down to make another SMT at these lows. Yeah, bro. I think I probably would have set out this one regardless. What is this? High 858. Uh-oh. Is there something here? Wow, yeah, I think it was no trade day. Super chop. Ugh. These equal highs. E58.75. 58.75. Yeah. And ES put in another set of equal highs. Oh, NASDAQ put in a lower high. I mean, if I'm going to enter anywhere, it wouldn't be there. It would not be here. It would be here. If there was any entry up here, it would be here. Stop at the high. At the most, I could have put like this one. Or like I would have held for a 1-to-1. Right there. But I really want to just chill out, especially on these evals. I want to take trades that I'm super, super confident in. Or at least, like, I was thinking about risking a lot here to go to this 15-minute gap. But I'm not sure how confident I was in that. You know my difference, I know. We didn't take out this low. Yes, sir. There we go. NASDAQ takes out previous day low. Yeah, that's quite literally all of the external liquidity. All of it. Absolutely all of it. There's no more left. Or internal liquidity, so we just took out the external. Yeah, I mean, but what am I doing right now? I mean, it's 10:54. Like, this is, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is objectively not a good setup. I'm not gonna just greed into anything. Just because I wasn't able to catch the trade earlier. I don't want to get in a trade right now. Oh my god, December PA is killing me, bro. Killing me. Can't even find a trade, yeah. Alright, well, I am just going to call it there for the day. Not going to lose any money today. Top Step still sitting at the same place as 2 days ago. No greed mindset. Super disciplined. Simple. Yeah, honestly, I just didn't see anything too clear. Like this, maybe if you had a super confident bias here, stop right here. TP 1-to-1. Fucking take this off. Maybe this here is fire. But honestly, with an SMT here, I'll put it on for this. With an SMT here, there's an SMT from this low down to this low. Actually, let's count the SMTs up here. Let's just go on the 1 minute and just see where they're at. Because first and foremost, we have this SMT. So we have this down in this high. This was the first one that we put in. Then make a low, so we take it out. Put it in this high. Okay, so then we make an SMT from this high here. So make an SMT at the highs, then an SMT at the lows, then another SMT at the highs, and then another SMT at the lows here. And then we distribute. So it's like, okay, so we're just putting, like, I guess they're low time frame SMTs, but I think I'm right in saying that my bias was wrong, just because, think about it, right? The only reason why I was bullish on NASDAQ was because of this 15-minute gap here. The only reason why I wanted any bullish action was to this 15-minute gap to then rotate down. So the only reason why this is a key area, because, here, let me fix this. Because SMTs don't matter unless they're inside of or close or inside of a key area. So the SMT at the highs in this 15-minute gap would be valid. Let me mark out this 15-minute gap on ES. So since we're manipulating and making SMTs at the highs in a 15-minute gap on ES, we're feeling good. However, this down here isn't really a key area, is it? We did just sweep out this low resistance. We still have some more below, obviously, that we already took out. But if I imagine if I didn't know that we shit the bed, we just took out all of this. We had reacted heavily with the doji on the 15-minute. Is there any high time frame gap here that we're pushing off of? No. NASDAQ had already disrespected that 1 hour. But ES respected the 1 hour. ES respected the 1 hour. So that kind of puts my bias in a sticky situation. But, I mean, it wasn't obvious today. Might have still been able to catch this short, though. Because what reason does NASDAQ have to touch this gap anymore if ES already touched it and made an SMT inside of it? And then we SMT'd from, oh, it's not from these to these. It's from this to this right here. There we go. Sorry, I drew that wrong. But then, so the only reason NASDAQ would be bullish for me was to push into this 15-minute gap. But ES already pushed into this 15-minute gap, created an SMT inside of it, and then we SMT'd those exact highs one more time. So I think from there, it's like, okay, we SMT'd these one last time, we're bearish. NASDAQ no longer needs to touch into this 15-minute gap. Bling, bling. Oh, well, we would have got stopped out. Oh, never mind. If we had to enter on NASDAQ. That's if you entered on ES. But entering on NASDAQ. Stop at the high here. Hold for a 1-to-1. And then I even could have done what I did the other day and move my stop here and let it run. Maybe if I kept chasing it, would have got stopped out here or here, you know. We'll see. But wow, could have made money today. Whatever. Greed mindset, right? Think about exactly how I could do it, but still, this could have been an alright short, especially with my bias. I wanted this 15-minute gap to get hit on NASDAQ, so that's really what I was looking for. And with the SMTs in both directions, I did get a little nervous and held off. However, sometimes you just need to stick down to the basics of, if the only reason why I'm bullish on NASDAQ is to get to this 15-minute gap, and ES already tapped into this 15-minute gap and created SMTs in it, we already filled it. Like, that's already filled for us. So we're looking now for bearish confluence. But also, ES respecting this gap first is a little bit of what threw me off too. This hourly right here. Alright, well, let me just remove all 4 drawings, remove 3 drawings. Cool. Oh, are we gonna react up now? We're gonna go up. Fuck, bro, I want to trade. Oh my god, I want to trade, bro. Oh, we can't be too eager to trade. Cannot be too eager to trade. I was looking at longs anyway. Had I gotten in a trade, I would have lost. God damn, bro. Every few days, especially in this December PA, I'm reminded how fucking difficult this shit is, bro. Ugh. You gotta be dedicated. Like, my bias finding skills are ass, bro. I need to back test more and more. But whatever. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Alright, I'm not even gonna look at this anymore. Like, I feel like the longer I look at this, the more I want to get into a trade, and it's already past 11, and I really don't want to break my rules, so what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna be a fucking smart cookie over here, and just fucking lock myself out. Where the fuck is the lockout shit? So that I can't even fucking do it if I want to. Personal lockouts. Trade cards to me to set lockout. Alright. I appreciate you guys watching. If you're still here, see you all tomorrow. Me and I'll be back. Another day, another dollar. We'll keep trading, keep learning, keep getting better every single day. Nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop me. Let's do this shit together. Have a great day, guys. See ya.